Hey guys, it's Chad with G Reviews. I'm going to be doing a quick spark plug change on my wife's 2005 Honda Civic with the 1.8 liter 4-cylinder. What I got here, what you're going to need to do this change, you're going to need a socket wrench, and in my case I have to put an adapter, two adapters on to get down into the through the head into where the spark plug is. And also you need something with a 10mm to get these bolts right here loose on the coils. Alright, what I'm going to be using is NGK Iridium spark plug, set of 4. The number on that is 6441. And you're also going to need some anti-seize spark plug grease so that the spark plugs don't get obviously seized up, because it's a steel spark plug and aluminum threads on the head there. Alright guys, I'll get you to the next step. Alright guys, I've already done the first one just to make sure everything worked okay. I'm going to go on to cylinder number 2 here. Alright, what you're going to have to do is depress the little clip on the side here. It's kind of hard to get to. And let's see what we got here. And wiggle it free. There you go. Yeah, I got to do that. Take your 10mm and come over here. There you go. Alright, remove that. Alright, come over here and you're just going to pull straight up. There you go, easy as that. Here's the coil. Make sure you put that in someplace safe. You don't want that to get damaged. Those coils are not cheap. Alright, down in there. Alright, I don't know if you can see because of the lights. Probably not. Fortunately I don't have a flashlight with me. Pretty much there's a long shaft down there and the top of the spark plug's exposed. I don't know if you can see that or not. Maybe not. Alright, I'm going to put you back over here. Right there. Alright. What you need, make sure you get a spark plug socket. Inside the spark plug socket there's a little rubber gasket in there to help grab onto the top of it. You're going to make sure you put this down there nice and straight. Try not to damage the sidewall of the head there. Alright, once you got it good and seated on there, obviously you break it loose. And there you go. You keep on going with that until it's loose. Sometimes it's hard to tell if it's in or out. You just got to check a couple times to see if the threads are all loose. Obviously, I just tried, and the spark plug was not in the end of the socket, so I mean it's not ready to come out yet. Nope, still not ready. All right, let's keep on trying here. Spark plugs do have quite a long thread, so if they're not coming out, just keep on trying to bring it out. There we go. Alright guys, you see that? Spark plug came right out. See how the tip is? Very dirty, almost looks like it's cracking. You definitely know it's time to change the spark plugs. And also look at that base right there. Alright guys, I did run to go get a flashlight just to show you guys. That's down inside the head right there. You can see the spark plug end sticking up. And this is what it looks like when you already take out. And there you go. I already did all those. Now when you're doing this, try not to let any dirt or bugs or anything get down in here. That's sliding right into your combustion chamber. Try not to let anything get in there. Okay guys, I got all 4 spark plugs out. I'm replacing them with the ones on the left. As you can see, these ones on the right have seen better days. Obviously, if you look at the tip on that is nice and pretty much nice and sharp like a pen. And now it looks like it's worn down, all corroded. And just keep in mind though, These are the factory spark plugs that came on the Civic, and the car now has 138,000 something miles on it. So these spark plugs have lasted a long time. Alright guys, before you put this in, do not just put the spark plug in as is. Make sure you put some anti-seize on there, unless you're never planning on replacing the spark plugs ever again. So what you're going to want to do, just put a little bit on the threads, guys. You don't need a whole gallon, or you don't need to be all moist and wet. That right there is way too much. But there you go, just a little bit on the threads there. Alright, we're pretty much just going to reverse the step. You're to take this, put the spark plug back into the socket, like so. Alright, then you should take this and you're going to feed it right back down where they came before. Try to get it in the middle so the tip of the spark plug doesn't get, you know, damaged. Alright, make sure you keep going. All spark plugs in cars do have a specific torque you're supposed to torque them to. I do not have a torque wrench. I have done multiple spark plug jobs on vehicles. As long as you make it so that it's good and hand tight and don't strip the threads in there, that's the important thing. Do not strip the threads. So make it tight to where you can just barely keep twisting and then stop. Okay? Do not over tighten the spark plugs. Alright guys, I got one in there. I'll show you what it looks like in there. Alright, there you go again. Hope you can see that. Alright, got that reinstalled. Now we're just going to do all the same steps in the beginning, just reversed. Alright. Going to make sure we grab the number one. I don't really believe they're actually in order, but the first one you took out, it came from this particular cylinder. Alright, put a nice push on there. Alright, re-click in the clip. Make sure you wait until you hear it click. Alright, take one of these little bolts that came on here, thread it on. Then take your wrench and there you go. It's good and tight, guys. Alright, that's one cylinder. Alright guys, I finished installing all the new spark plugs, and I put all the coils back on and put the cover back on. And there's the old spark plugs down there. Just as a quick side note, guys, it's really not that hard to replace spark plugs. If I took this to the Honda dealer or any other place, they charge probably $150 to change out spark plugs. I know on a V8, sometimes they're way down there and it's hard to get to, and sometimes you just have to. But if you have a small 4-cylinder car with the spark plugs on top right here, easy access, it's only $20-something just for a pack of 4 of the best spark plugs you can get for a car like this. It only took me about 30 minutes. It would take me a little quicker if, you know, I didn't have to change the camera and all the other stuff. It was just me doing it by myself. It'd barely take me 30 minutes. If you have any questions or comments or anything, just leave them down below. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel. Hope this helps out, guys, and have a good day.